The Shire Valley Transformation Program, SVTP, is the Malawi government's flagship project aimed at increasing agricultural productivity and commercialization for targeted households in the Shire Valley. The project is also aimed at improving sustainable management and utilization of natural resources. The project is using a natural resource management-based approach to complement agriculture transformation in order to restore livelihoods, hence reducing pressure on the remaining natural resources in the Shire Valley. With support from the Global Environment Facility, GEF, the Malawi government is implementing a natural resources management subcomponent in 5 protected areas of Majete and Mwavi Wildlife Reserves, Lengwe National Park, Matandwe Forest Reserve, and the Elephant Marsh, to the tune of $5.6 million. Daulos Mawambeta is the Natural Resources Management Coordinator at the Shire Valley Transformation Program. He explains more.
It is important that we have a component of natural resource management along the canal, where we are constructing that canal from the intake in Majete Wildlife Reserve up to, at the moment, 6 kilometers, but it's going to go beyond this up to Bangula. And the major issue is to conserve the natural resources that are along that line. When I say natural resources, we are including trees that are growing along the canal, but also to ensure that we conserve the soils on both sides of the canal up to Bangula. So the natural resource management component runs from Majete Wildlife Reserve and connects with Lengwe National Park, and then it also connects with Mwavi Wildlife Reserve and the Matandwe Forest Reserve. And the importance here that we should conserve the natural resources that are connecting all these landscape protected areas. One, to reduce siltation into the canal once the canal is completed. When there is rain, that rain may actually bring siltation from upland into the canal, and we may end up dredging that silt once the canal is completed. So that is going to be a lot of money to dredge the silt, but we'd like to avoid this in advance.
The Elephant Marsh is home to significant rare and threatened biodiversity, which includes freshwater fisheries and bird life. These require improved management that balances the needs of the communities while at the same time preserving natural resources. In collaboration with the Fisheries Department, the Shire Valley Transformation Program is supporting the implementation of wetland management plans and measures for protecting the remaining fish biodiversity and wildlife population in the Elephant Marsh. Through the project, community members have embarked on fish farming as one way of addressing excessive tree cutting, charcoal burning, and bird fishing practices which threaten the future of fisheries and bird life in the marsh.
The communities have embarked on fish pond construction, where they are putting in fish that have been procured by the project, and those fingerlings, once matured within 6 months, the communities can start harvesting and then selling, getting money, but also nutrition directly to the household if they can eat the fish directly.
In Chikwawa, we are implementing fisheries activities under GEF, Global Environmental Facility, supported by Shire Valley Transformation Program. We have different agriculture interventions in Chikwawa which are being implemented under Global Environmental Facility. We have open culture, where also people are being able to produce fish using the natural water bodies. As we have seen here, upland here, we can also produce fish using ponds. We are also implementing rice fish integrations. All those things are being done to support the production of fish, which has depleted in our natural water body in the Shire.
Ine ngothokoza kubwera kwa chitukuko chimene cha ulimi wa nsomba poperekedwa ndi Shire Valley Transformation Program kuthandiza kwambiri kunoko kutengera kuti achinyamata ambiri amakangalika kukapha nsomba zazing'ono ku nyanja uku komanso kumavutikira panopa kutakuona kuti kuweta nsomba ndi kwa phindu paichi atengapo gawo magwirano ntchito imene ya ulimi wa nsomba. Kubwera kwa chitukuko chimene chichi achinyamata tilimbikitsika kudzala mitengo mbali mwa mtsinje kwakambako kuti mtsinje kuti tiwete nsomba kufunika madzi choncho madzi amapezeka chifukwa ngati akhaura ni mitengo mbali mwa mtsinje madzi amasungika. Tsono ngati dula mitengo mbali mwa mtsinje ndiye kuti madzi adzuma nsanga pa chitukuko cha nsomba chitakuvuta.
The project is also constructing additional fish ponds in some areas where the Shire River Basin Management Program was operating as part of consolidating gains made by the former project.
The response has been overwhelming. The rate of adoption of fish farming is very high, and the economic status of the communities has been increased. So we would say that it's been positive, and more people are willing. For example, we have another community there that are also pestering that we should extend the activities to that side. We also have some communities in the next village. There is also an irrigation scheme. They also want to emulate the same.
Project number 2016. Number 2016 ndi Shire River Basin. Shire River Basin pilot anatipasa pondi mozi ngati pilot phase 1. Ndeno atatipasa tinagwira nayo ntchito mu 2016 ija paka tinaika somba pamene anthu anapeza phindu. Atapeza phindu ndi pamene amapanga handover Shire River Basin kubwera ku Shire Valley Transformation. Shire Valley Transformation poona chidwi cha anthu akuno nachitenga chinthu cha mtengo wapatali kuti tiwawonjezerenso anthu amphamvu zina. Ndeno mwapadera Shire Valley Transformation anatipasanso mapondi okwana ngati 5 amene tikutili nawo pano amene tikugwira nawo ntchito.
Zibambo ambiri athandithu kuchokera ku nyanja kosaka ndiwo ndiye mmene yabwera damu taona ngati vuto imene yacheperatu mpaka na pano ofuna kukakagwidwa ning'ona ndikufuna kwachi.
The largest remaining block of woodlands and forest reserves in the Shire Valley are being protected through the development of forest co-management plans in and around Matandwe Forest Reserve. This ensures that communities effectively manage and benefit from natural resources. Several initiatives are being undertaken to ensure effectiveness of this co-management arrangement in collaboration with the Department of Forestry. Communities in the area of Group Village Headman Style, Traditional Authority Tengani in Nsanje District, were given beehives through the Shire Valley Basin Program. However, beekeeping trainings were conducted under the Shire Valley Transformation Program.
Shire Valley ndamenenso anathandiza ukadaulo maka maphunziro kuti tidziwe kusata bwinobwino dongosolo ya ming'oma amene tingathe kukololera njuchi. 2018 ndimene timalandira ming'oma. Pamene tinalandira ming'omayo tunapezeka kuti tinaika kenaka tinayamba kukolola kuchokera amene tinakololera 2019 kufika leroli takolola malita wosachepera 151 amene 20 tagwirisa ntchito ngati chakudya komanso 131 tinagulisa moti ndalama zimene tinagulisa pa uchi umene tinapeza ndalama zosachepera 393,000.
Zambiri zomwe ndimathandizika nazo pamene timakolola zinazo popasana kamasheya kenako ndinaonapo ndinathandizira mwana kupita ku skulu zinazo ndinagula mbuzi imodzi ikuika nyumba panopa yaswa mbuziyo ndi ndikuonabe ngati ndi chinthu cha nzeru kuti ndikhale ndi amuna walimodzi.
Some communities surrounding the Matandwe Forest Reserve are involved in tree planting for both conservation and commercial purposes. Comprising of 25 women and 1 man, Tianjane Club from the area of Group Village Headman Chipondeni, Traditional Authority Tengani in Nsanje, plants trees for commercial purposes.
Bungwe imene ikutithandizira kuyang'anira nazale yathu ndi a Shire Valley imene ikudzera molumiza ndi office ya forestry zimene talandira kuchokera ku Shire Valley. Chingwe choyezera maenje, zisenga, drum, zichecho, maleki, makasu, mawilibala, makeni, mashovelo, ndowa zodzalira mitengo ndi machubu.
Chimene tikufuna kwambiri nchonera kuti samakhale ndi chidwi chokadula mitengo ku nkhalango yathu maka nkhalango zakuno ndoti ambira kumanga kutha kungodula mitengo ndi tidapanga nazale ncholinga chonena kuti mwina ngati kulimya ya ntchito tizingogulidwa mitengo ija mwina tikagulidwa ndalama imene tizithandizikira ngati mmudzi muno choncho.
The SVTP is supporting already existing village forest areas to ensure that communities are taking care of existing natural resources in their villages, hence reducing pressure on the Matandwe Forest Reserve.
I'm Noe Moyo, district forestry officer in Nsanje. We are managing village forest areas, and here we are at Namatatu village forest area. It's almost 30 hectares. The committee is making an effort to manage this area so that they should be able to supply wood for killing fish.
China so chimene tinachiona ife nchona zoti tikasunga nkhalango yathuyi alendo ochoka maiko osiyana-siyana titha kumako pa munjira zotani zosiyana-siyana tisamalire mwina ikhale ngati game andiso tinachitanso tinalumikizana ndi anzathu aku game kunena zoti pamene tikusamalira Matatu forest tithenso nafenso kuwayang'anira anzathu a game kuchifukwa kumene koko ndi kumene kuli chani kuli nyama zambiri tiyayang'anire pamene tusamalira isapereke mpata kwambiri kuti anthu akawononge ku game.
We have got Department of Environmental Affairs is looking at the legal framework where we are looking at access benefit sharing regulations in Malawi to ensure that communities benefit from each and every resource that they can harvest and sell outside the country or inside the country. So people that are accessing that resource must follow some regulations in order to access the regulations, but also ensure benefit comes back to the communities. So we have got, for example, in Chikwawa and in Nsanje communities that are working on special products that are going to be regulated by the access benefit sharing mechanisms.
Measures have been put in place to ensure that communities around Matandwe Forest are able managing the reserve whilst benefiting from resources in the reserve. Mwanda Tabalaba Club in Senior Group Mwanda, Traditional Authority Mbenje in Nsanje District, is the only community group in the country currently piloting ABS protocols. The club co-manages the Matandwe Forest Reserve and sells Tabalaba Korombo roots from the reserve.
What we are doing with the communities to link in terms of sustainable management of the genetic resources, that's Korombo roots, and then the realization of the benefits that could be able to improve their livelihoods at individual as well as community level. So what we have done is to develop a community protocol. Community protocol is a document that will guide all of us, be the community, forest department, the environmental affairs, and all those sectors that have the genetic resources that they want to export outside.
Ndondomeko mene abwera na boma ukutisangalatsa kwambiri chifuna kuti kilo iyi ikhale yokwera ndipo azimayi tikapita kuchire kwa kumathabalaba tikagulitsa tidzenda wosangalala ndiponso pa nyumba apo tikapitanso kuchire tichisiyana ali kudya bwino ndipo school fees main from amafunika. Apa tazindikirapo kuti nthabalaba iyi ndofunikira kwambiri ndipo nthabalaba iyi ndi mankhwala akulu kwambiri. Ife tikuthokoza kubwera kwanu inu a forest kuchationera nkhalango ino ndipo mwaona zotsatira zathu kuti kunsanje kuno tikhale ni mphamvu ife azimayi tikhale na chitukuko.
Kubwera kwa boma ine ndasangalala ngati Senior Group Mwanda. Fuka Matandwe adali kuyenda chisawawa. Ndiyo pamene adaenda kuchisawawa ndona kuti Matandwe akuhangale kwenda chisawawa. Akungulowera ndiye padali komiti imene idasankhidwa kuyang'ana Matandwe. ndiye pakali pano komiti ndine monga sinyu gulu mwanda timendera limodzi kuli Matandwe Sarani asasakaziwe.
The last department that we are working with is the Department of National Parks and Wildlife. They are focusing on the Majet Wildlife Reserve with African parks in there, but also they are focusing on the corridor that is between the Majet Wildlife Reserve and the Lengwe National Park, because their community is also doing a number of activities in there, like the Wildlife Association. And within the Lengwe National Park, they have got a number of activities, including Mwavi Wildlife Reserve, mostly on anti-poaching or law enforcement, where they go into the park and patrol to ensure that we do not have negative impacts of some activity that communities can actually do.
The Department of Parks and Wildlife is working with communities around wildlife reserves on issues of wildlife conservation. Mwavi and Majete Wildlife Reserves and Lengwe National Park have been affected by poaching, illegal logging, illegal tree cutting, and charcoal burning. These practices have led to a decline in animal population and trees.
Mwavi Wildlife Reserve dates back to around 1980 when it was declared a protected area. What we do here is to protect the resources in the Mwavi Wildlife Reserve. So we do that by doing law enforcement and also doing the community engagement and also doing some sort of research in the reserve. We are lucky that we are being supported by the Shire Valley Transformation Program. They are supporting us in a number of interventions, such as in law enforcement, where they provide the field equipment, like the uniforms which the rangers are using, and if the senior officers are putting on, we are procured by the Shire Valley. They are also assisting us with the food rations, which are used by the rangers when they are patrolling. They are also supporting us with the tents, the GPS that are used to collect data in the field. They are also providing us with the fuel that we use to deploy the teams in the field. We are engaging the communities in doing this, protecting these natural resources.
Takwanirisa zinthu zochuluka kwambiri mu Mwavi Wildlife Reserve. Tagwira anthu amene ali wononga nkhalango ochuluka, ocha makala, kucheka matabwa, komanso kupha nyama. Shire Valley Transformation Program yatipangisa kwambiri kupanga achieve ntchito yathu.
The 3 wildlife reserves are working with communities on issues of law enforcement through community policing structures.
Kuno kwa Gogombenje boma la Nsanje tili kwambiri kulimbikisa magrupu onse ndi anthu akumudzi kuti tidzale mitengo tibwezerese zachilengedwe. Komanso tisamalire kwambiri ku game Mwavi kwathu kuti no nyama kati kayona nyama tiauza anzathu amwavi ali ndi mothamangisira mawo kwailosa ku game kucha.
Ndi khumbo lathu ndi choka chathu kuti ifeyo tikufunisa kuti chilengedwe kapena nkhalango ya kumwavi tani kodi ibwezeresedwe. Iyi ibwezeresedwa bwanji ndi ubale umene tingapange kwa anthu akumudzi ife komiti pamodzi ndi malangizi athu akugemo pamodzi ndi mafumu munjira yake yokupangisa misonkhano ndi zina zotero.
My name is Wesley Kawai. I'm the division manager for Lower Shire Division, based here at Lengwe. The communities are a very important part of the management aspect for this park. They are the ones who are living close to the park, and as such, they have got a role to play. The government adopted the management policy, which requires the community to participate in the conservation of this protected area. Through the collaboration, the communities they are supported in terms of livelihood interventions. Through the Shire River Transformation Program, the project is supporting the livelihood interventions, focusing on the communities. From what we have found so far, the communities are interested to get supported on goat pass-on or livestock program, so that when they got the goats, we are happy to support it so that they don't go inside, kill animals for their livelihood.
Pang'ono ndi pang'ono kusana panopa zinthu zikusintha
moti ubale ukuonekana kuti pano pamene anthu amaonongera mbuyomo akhulupirira tsopano kuti nkhalango ya Lengwe ndi athu ife ya Malawi osati anthu amene agwira ntchito ku Lengwe. Ndi ngati community amene tili kuno tikumalimbikitsana kuti timatha kulumikizana ngati pali uthenga kuti tikasiye iwo sakhala ndi uthenga timatha kulumikizana nawo pafupi kuti chilengedwe athu chibwererenso mwakale.
The SVTP is also supporting issues of ecotourism along the protected areas to ensure that revenue is boosted.
My name is Walter Muggleton. I'm one of the shareholders in Jambo Africa, and we are the concessionaires here at Nyala Lodge in Lengwe National Park. If you look at the history of Lengwe National Park, we've struggled with the game numbers here, with the establishment of Majeti. So, we looked at building a conference facility that we can compete on a different basis, like completely different, diversify the business. So what we said, we'll have a conference facility in a wilderness area. So we are the first to offer that in Malawi. And this is one of those projects, and I think it's going to be a huge boost to this region, and it's going to, for tourism as well as business and everything, and also local employment around the park, it's going to have huge benefits.
Another intervention that GF has done to Majete is that provision of safe and potable water. We used to have a lot of challenges with water, more especially in the month of October, November, December. But with the coming of GF, they have installed solar-powered pump that is able to supply at least 10,000 liters tank. And I can assure you that the problem that we used to have is no longer there. They have also constructed a very good game viewing road for tourists that is running across the park, whereby people, when they want to go to view animals, they really driving on this road. And I've never heard anybody complaining about the poor road in Majete simply because of we have been helped by the GEF. We used to have problems with the law enforcement, whereby some of our law enforcers were putting up outside the park, and that's not safe as far as security is concerned. They have constructed a very good house for law enforcers, a very beautiful house, and this also is housing issue in Majete.
There is hope that through engagement between the Malawi government and communities in the Shire Valley, through the Shire Valley Transformation Program, natural resources in the 5 protected areas will reclaim their former glory.